Imagine a football match where the score is 149-0 and the losing team scored all the goals. Unbelievable, right? Buckle up, because that's just one of our 10 incredible football facts that will change how you see the beautiful game. Let's kick things off with a shocker. Goalkeepers weren't always allowed to use their hands. In the early days of football, there was no distinction between the keeper and other players. Anyone could handle the ball in their own penalty area. It wasn't until 1912 that the International Football Association Board decided only the goalkeeper could use their hands, and only if they wore a different color shirt. In 1871, keepers could only handle the ball when protecting their goal. By 1887, they were restricted from handling the ball in the opposition's half. In 1901, goalies got the green light to handle the ball for any reason within their own half. Fast forward to 1912, and keepers were finally limited to using their hands only in the penalty area. Imagine the chaos of those early matches. It's like a completely different sport. So yeah, before 1912, it wasn't just the goalkeepers using their hands. It was like football, basketball, and dodgeball had a weird love child, and everyone was just winging it. It's October 31st, 2002. AS Adema is facing SO Lamern in what seems like a normal match. But what happened next is anything but normal. The final score? A gross 149-0. Nope, not a typo. SO Lamern, in protest of poor officiating in their previous game, decided to score 149 own goals. You read that right. They deliberately kicked the ball into their own net 149 times. The bizarre spectacle lasted 90 minutes, with SO Lamern scoring an own goal roughly every 36 seconds. Unsurprisingly, fans of both teams were furious and demanded refunds. The Guinness World Records recognized this as the most one-sided game in history. It's a record that's likely to stand for a very, very long time, unless another team decides to throw an even bigger tantrum. Today, we take televised football for granted. But have you ever wondered when the first match was broadcast? Well, grab your time machines and set them for September 16, 1937. The BBC made history by airing a friendly match between Arsenal and Arsenal reserves at Highbury Stadium in London. Now, don't be expecting that HD quality or instant replays. This pioneering broadcast lasted a mere 15 minutes before the BBC had to switch to horse racing at Kempton Park. Only about 10,000 viewers tuned in, each paying a license fee of 2 shillings and 6 pence for the privilege. This began a revolution in how we consume football. No longer did fans have to attend matches in person to see their favorite teams play. Little did those early viewers know they were witnessing the birth of a new era in sports entertainment that would change football forever. Scoring a hat trick is impressive, but how about netting one against 3 different goalkeepers in the same match? That sounds impossible, right? Well, West Ham United defender Alvin Martin did just that in 1986 against Newcastle United. Here's how it unfolded. Martin scored his first goal against Newcastle's starting keeper, Martin Thomas. At halftime, Thomas was subbed off due to injury. With no substitute goalkeepers in those days, midfielder Chris Hedworth stepped in. Martin promptly scored his second, injuring Hedworth in the process. Enter Peter Beardsley, who became the third unfortunate soul to fish the ball out of his net courtesy of Martin. This is a record that's unlikely to be broken anytime soon, making it one of the most unique achievements in football history. Think you've seen a heated match? Think again. In 2011, a 5th-tier Argentinian league game between Claypole and Victoriano Arenas redefined the term fiery encounter. Referee Damiano Rubino dished out an astounding 36 red cards in a single match. Yeah, you heard that right. 36! Each player on the pitch, including substitutes and team officials, saw red. The mayhem began with 2 players dismissed in the first half. The second half descended into chaos with reckless tackles and repeated confrontations. The pinnacle of the madness? Well, a mass brawl erupted, drawing in managers, coaches, and even some overzealous fans. Victoria Arena's manager, Domingo Scanga, later claimed, "They wanted to kill me." His counterpart, Sergio Micheli, argued the referee had overreacted. This match certainly takes the cake for the most ill-disciplined in football history. In a tragic and almost unbelievable incident, an entire football team was killed by a single lightning strike. It happened in October 1998 in the Democratic Republic of Congo during a match between Bena Shadi and Basan Ghana. All 11 Bena Shadi players were reportedly struck dead when lightning hit the pitch. Shockingly, the Basan Ghana players emerged unscathed. The incident injured an additional 30 spectators. Given the civil war raging in the DRC at the time, many details remain unclear. Some locals attributed the tragedy to witchcraft, believing the team had been cursed. Eerily, a similar incident occurred the following weekend in Johannesburg, South Africa. Lightning struck during a Premier League match, causing players from both teams to collapse. Fortunately, no fatalities occurred in that case. When you think of goalkeepers, you probably picture strikers or attacking midfielders. But what about a goalkeeper who's outscored many outfield players? Enter Rogério Ceni, the Brazilian goalkeeper who netted an astounding 131 goals in his career. Ceni, who played over 1,000 times for São Paulo FC, wasn't just a shot stopper. He was a set-piece specialist. His ability to score from free kicks and penalties made him a unique threat on the pitch. In fact, he ranks among the top scorers in São Paulo's history. One of his most memorable goals came in March 2011 when he scored his 100th career goal. Ceni stepped up and curled in a beautiful 25-yard free kick to win the game. When it comes to tongue twisters in football, NAC Breda takes the crown. Bear with me here now, as I am neither Dutch nor good with tongue twisters. This Dutch club's full name is 83 letters long. Okay, here goes nothing. Nooit opgeven, altijd doorzeten, aangeham, doorvermuk en naringdoor, aanspanning, combinatie, Breda. Whew, yeah. To our Dutch viewers, how did I do? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, in English, this translates to never give up, always persevere, pleasant for its entertainment, and useful for its relaxation combination Breda. That's not a club name, that's a motivational speech, baby. The name is a result of the 1912 merger between 2 clubs, NOAD and Advendo, whose abbreviated names form part of this lengthy title. The C stands for Combinatia, which is basically combination, and Breda, the club's home city. Bless their mercy, fans use the shortened NAC Breda in everyday conversation, which is awesome because I'm pretty sure by the time you finish saying the full name, the game's already over. Penalty shootouts are nail-biting affairs, but imagine one that just wouldn't end. In March 2022, 2 English non-league sides, Washington and Bedlington Terriers, set a world record with a mind-boggling 54 penalty shootout. The Ernest Armstrong Memorial Cup tie ended 3-3 after extra time, leading to this marathon of spot kicks. Washington eventually won 25-24, with only 5 penalties missed throughout. But wait, there's more. This record was broken just a year later in Israel. SC Dimona and Shimshon Tel Aviv battled through an incredible 56 penalties in their promotion playoff semifinal. After a 2-2 draw, the teams took 28 penalties each, with Damona emerging victorious at 23-22. These marathon shootouts prove that in football, it's never over until the last kick, or in these cases, the 56th kick. Here's a fact that might surprise you. No national team led by a foreign coach has ever won the FIFA World Cup. This trend has held true across all 21 World Cup finals to date. Even football powerhouses like Brazil and Germany, with 5 and 4 World Cup titles respectively, have never employed a foreign-born manager for their national teams. It might explain why Carlo Ancelotti, despite being courted by Brazil, chose to extend his contract with Real Madrid. As we look towards future World Cups, it'll be fascinating to see if this trend continues or if a foreign coach will finally break the mold. We'd love to hear from you. Which fact blew your mind? Share in the comments and hit subscribe for more football revelations.